And the question is, are you ready for some football?
It's the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets.
And it comes your way next.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, glad to have you in the booth with us here on EA Sports. Greg, this is one of those intriguing matchups because we got a couple of quarterbacks, that most important position, trying to bounce back after seasons where injury derailed their hopes for a good campaign.
And it's just so difficult when you look back on each of these teams' prior season just last year. It's hard to separate how much of their up and down, how much of their struggles was because of the injuries at the quarterback positions, whether they were in the game or just battling through on game day, or was it the rest of the roster? Well, I think with both of these quarterbacks now being healthy and back to looking like their old selves, we're going to get a lot better idea of just how good the rest of these rosters are now that their two quarterbacks are back on the field.
Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
It's first down, and it's Hall. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Hall. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, the Jets turn it to the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback, first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
There was a time, and it wasn't very long ago, Mike, that this guy was trending towards becoming one of the best quarterbacks in the entire NFL. He has to find a way to get back to stacking strong performances, one after another, and keep his team in the hunt. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out, but if he plays well, his team is always going to have a strong chance of winning.
Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Oliver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Jets offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Jets.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Browns offense ready for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 30. To throw on second down is Watson. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Complete to David Njoku. It's a gain of 17 yards.
We are through one. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air again. Watson. He runs with it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
Watson's going to throw here on 3rd and 1. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Elijah Moore. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Browns.
They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4. He's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run once more with Ford. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Off play action, here's Watson. This one is caught in the end zone for a touchdown for now. There's a penalty flag back in the backfield.
Holding offense.
So holding is the call, and take that touchdown off the board.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Hopkins now, following the made field goal, back out to send it away. Gibson now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Rodgers to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the gun, Rodgers. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Got a man downfield. It's Davante. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Rodgers going up top again. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
To the air once more. It's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. From all the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That is caught at the 3.
Rodgers pass complete to number 17, Davante Adams. It's a gain of 12. Brings up 4th and goal.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Pierre Strong on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. A throw caught by Judy on the outside.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Watson. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Watson Going to give it to Chubb. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Watson. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A run straight ahead, that's Ford. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Watson. This pass caught by Judy. And he's in. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Browns. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Browns will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Gibson now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jets offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This throw right side is caught by Adams. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Rodgers gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
On play action, Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter.